Oh, yeah. Good morning, y'all. Yeah. Hold on. Where am I at? I can't see. It's all foggy. What temperature I got to have it at? Make sure this doesn't fog up. Good morning, y'all. How you doing, everybody? Happy Wednesday. September of 18th of 2019. I saw some posts that said there's 15 weeks left until we're in the official first days of 2020. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Nate Griffin. How y'all doing? Hello, Jesus, Tony. Can I get a morning, y'all? Can I get a question? Ashley, can I get a morning, y'all? And your twang. Put your twang on it, Ashley. Go ahead and do that. It's going to be a great show today. He says that every day. Because it is. It's going to be a really good one. There you go. Morning, y'all. Get in here. Get a morning, y'all. What's up, Ross? How you doing, sir? Hello, damn, Steven. How do you even type that? Yes, I will give you a call as soon as I get done with this video. And I have my notes in front of me. I had it on the computer yesterday because I had to look on my desktop. I don't have my desktop with me. Good morning, Ashley. How you doing? Do me a favor. Everybody ask a question just like Steven did. He has a chance to win some Starbucks gift cards. And I'll pick a winner at the end of this. Whoever asks my favorite question gets a Starbucks gift card. I will email it to you digitally. Give me 1 second, turn on the main road. And then I will start going. Hold on, guys. Tag a friend, tag a friend, tag a friend. All right, here we go. Here we go. Great stuff today. By the way, everyone ask a question. And the reason why I want everyone in here to ask a question, if you could right now, all of y'all that are in here, hit morning, y'all, hit the like button, and then ask a question. Because if you clicked on this, you had a reason to. Something caught your eye. You're like, oh, you know what? So I want to make sure that you're getting out of this what you're hoping you're going to get out of it by clicking on this video. And I just lost 2 people. That's okay. The rest of y'all, if you have a question and there's a reason why you clicked in here, ask it. It's what this is for. This is not just me just talking. Usually that's what it is. But y'all are here too. So I want to hear what y'all have to say, what you're going through, what's going on with you. And if there's any way I can help, I will help. And because the first question I have today is somewhat real estate related and it's somewhat life related. And you'll see why. Give me 1 second. I gotta turn this main road. I'm being very careful, by the way. I'm being very safe. I'm not just turning wildly. I'm on camera, guys. I can't bother to look at the traffic. No, I gotta look at what I'm doing. All right, 2 more cars. Ask the question though. You clicked on this video. There's something you want to hear or see, or maybe you just want to hear me stumble. I don't stumble, baby. And even if I do, I just keep talking. That's what you got to do in life. It's like real people. Oh, by the way, I have a lot of realtors that, I help out sometimes in different states, different markets. And there's times where how do you just go live? How do you just start talking? What if you mess up? I'm probably going to mess up. And this is for anybody else too. People that have problems with public speaking. Most people don't like doing public speaking because they feel like, what if everyone's going to judge me? What if everyone's going to look at me? And what if everyone is going to say, oh no, there's a cop right there. Hold on. He just saw me. He's gonna turn. Okay, he's good. We're good. What if you're public speaking? This is an old trick I learned, and this is for when I was back in school. If you're in front of a bunch of people and you're nervous, don't do the whole picture him naked thing. That's I don't know who gave that idea. Some pervert. What you got to do is you got to realize that when you're out in the audience, you don't want someone to be bad. You don't want them to do bad. So when you're in school, if you ever, or public speaking, if you're at work or in front of friends, whatever it is, if you're speaking in front of somebody, be it 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 people, no one wants you to just bomb. Everyone's like, oh, here we go. I can't wait till they just fall off. No one wants that. People are supporting you. People want you to do good. They want to hear good things. So always know that when you're speaking in front of people, no one out there wants me to fail. No one wants me to just stumble my words and just go, oh, I quit. That makes sense, right? So think about it. When you are in the audience and you hear someone talk, you want to be moved. You want to feel like, oh, damn, this person's got it together. This person said something that resonated in my head, and I'm waiting for it. So what I'm trying to get at is that when I do these, I don't know what I'm going to talk about sometimes. I really don't. Sometimes I just grab texts or emails. This is should be called from my inbox or from my text, because these are all questions that I answer that are daily things that happen all the time. Ashley, I appreciate that. I always do. So today's video is really good because, what's up, Jen? Meet my meat. What's up, Denise? What's up, Kelly? How you doing, sir? Kelly, I got a surprise for you. It's getting ready today. I'll mail it to you. Another one. So the first question is really, really important. And by the way, feel free to ask your questions too. I'm gonna give away a Starbucks gift card at the end of this. I'm gonna pick my favorite real estate question or whatever question you ask. I'm gonna pick it. And I'm going to email you a digital gift card to Starbucks. Give me move lanes real quick, and I can get into it. So the number one question today is, and by the way, if you look underneath, it'll say ask question, ask question. There's only one today. It says, why do some people claim that buying a house is the worst thing you can do? Trust me, in this business, there's plenty of people that want to buy a house. And in this business, there's plenty of people that maybe think they want to buy a house, but really they don't. And then there's people that are just against buying houses altogether. They hate the fact that it comes up anytime, ever, and they will fight you. They will fight you to make sure that they know that buying a house is the worst thing ever. So here's what I'll tell you. Buying a house is not the worst thing ever. It makes the most financial sense in the long run. It's maybe for you right now it might not make sense, but in the long run, if you are paying to live somewhere, and this is just an easy number, if you are paying $1,000 a month for 12 months, you're paying what? $12,000 a year, right? On rent. And then you times that by 10 years. What is that? Anybody? $120,000. So in 10 years, you paid $120,000 you're never going to see again. On that same note, if you were paying $1,000 on a mortgage, you would get, that money back. So to get to the question, why do some people claim like that? Why do people claim it's like the worst thing ever? Why do people complain? Because some people are assholes. And that's it. There's no other reason. In life, you'll realize as you get older and older and older, some people just can't get satisfied. You just can't make some people happy. You can do everything perfect and they still won't be happy. And I know we all probably know someone like that in our lives. I know a lot of people, and I don't associate myself with those people. But it comes to the same thing when you're buying a house. Look, if you are upset or unhappy in your relationship or in life, buying a house or buying a car or having a kid or, spending a lot of money on this vacation that you don't need or just doing different things might not make you happy. It might just make you more of the same thing. They always say money makes you more of what you are. So if you're a very giving person, you're going to be giving. If you're a very stingy or selfish person, you're going to be even more selfish and clingy. Okay. So buying a house is probably one of the biggest things you ever do financially, not spiritually or physically or just status wise. One of the biggest things you're ever going to do financially is probably going to buy a house. Besides that, it would be buying a boat or buying a car. There's not much else that people buy, normal people, unless you're a celebrity and you're buying yachts or spaceships like Lance Bass. Most people, it's the biggest thing you're ever going to buy. So when you do that, you really got to be in the right place. Does that make sense? You really got to be in the right place financially and state of mind. And then if you're in a relationship, don't think that buying a house is just going to make things better. Oh, we bought a house together, so then if everything's going to be good. No. Unfortunately, if you're in a shitty relationship before, buying a house or having a baby or doing these other things might make it a little bit more the same, if not worse. It's just going to be more stress. What's up, Michael? What's up, Daniel? So why do people claim that buying a house is the worst? Because they probably just had a bad experience in other parts of their life. And they're taking it out on anything they can't do. So it's like someone that really wants a certain car, but then can't get it. And they feel like, oh, that car sucks. It's like, no, it's just you got hurt. You realize how much a Lamborghini costs. And you're like, I can't spend that per month. I can't do that. So if you aren't in the right state of mind, or if you aren't in the right position in your life to buy a house, that's okay. But you got to figure it out. When I was young and I wanted to move out of my parents' house, I was in no way ready to buy a house. But instead of just doing what most people do, is get an apartment, kind of test the waters a little bit of what it feels like to live outside the nest, I didn't. I bought a house and I got myself way under and way upside down. So I have people all the time I even have people that want to buy or sell a house. And I'll tell them, if you're not ready, you're not ready. You don't need to. You don't have to. There's no reason you don't buy a house or you don't sell a house because you want to. Okay? There's very few people that do that. Most people buy or sell a house because they need to. Okay? Think about that for a second. This is really, really important. And this is a big part of my job because I talk to people every single day, just like y'all, just like your friends, just like your coworkers, and every single day we'll talk. And I am not that person that's like, yes, let's buy. Let's hurry up. Let's buy. I don't care. Just let's buy. Let's buy something. There's people, unfortunately, in my line of work and in other people's line of work, I'm sure you've met people like that. They don't give a shit what your financial situation is. They don't care that you're not ready. They just want to make a sale. They want to make a few bucks and they want to move on and never ever think about you ever again. So, again, what I was just saying, nobody just buys a house because they want to. No one sells a house because they want to. No one wakes up and goes, I want to sell the house today, babe. What? You want to sell the house? Great, let's do it. I'll get the house ready. We'll call Gino Montalvo and he'll take pictures and we'll sell it and then we just buy whatever else and the kids can go to whatever school. See how silly that sounds? It's not the way it works. You have to need to buy a house. People ask me, when's the best time to sell? Is it right now because it's fall? Is it what's the competition like? What's the market like? It doesn't matter. If you need to sell, you need to sell. If you don't need to sell, I'm gonna keep saying that word really loud. If you don't need to buy, if you don't need to sell, you don't need to do it. The same way, if you don't need that new Louis Vuitton purse, you don't need it. If you don't need that big old new barbecue pit, not picking on you, Jen, you don't need it. There's so much, everyone has something in their lives that they want, but they don't need it. I have plenty of shit. And trust me, over the years, I've bought some of it and I'm like, why did I do that? I didn't need that. And it only got me in trouble. So remember that next time. Oh, sweet. Remember that next time when you're buying something, and I know it's hard, trust me, I like spending money. I like going out to eat. I like going places. I like doing things. But when I have a goal in mind, be it a financial goal or something else goal, I stick to it. And you have to. You have to just realize, all right, is this a need or a want? And that's kind of what this is about. People that get upset about buying a house, it's probably because they got pushed into a situation that they didn't need. See, keep saying it. They just kind of wanted it, and it didn't fall the way it's supposed to because they weren't ready. I was just playing, Jen. All right, so I think I'm done with that question. If anybody else has any other questions, that'd be great, because I'm just talking, and I'm not even sure if I'm making sense. Does this make sense, what I'm saying, y'all? If any of that made sense, just let me know. I hope that relates to what we're talking about as far as real estate, because, again, I talk to people every single day, and I know when someone needs to sell, and I know when someone's just kind of like kicking the tires, and that's fine. Trust me, pick my brain for whatever you want. If there's something you want to know, pick it, and I'll answer as best I can. But there's going to be a point where I know someone doesn't need something, just kind of just trying to find out, and that's fine. Pick my brain, and when you're ready, we'll do this. Let's see. Hi, Letty. Hi, Jen. Hi, Lene. Hit me 2 questions, please. Somebody hit me some questions. I got a bunch of people in here, and you're all being real quiet. So either you're stuck at work and you can't talk, or maybe you're in traffic. But if you can type a question real quick. I'm giving away a Starbucks gift card to my favorite question. I'm going to email it digitally. Of course, I'll leave the buyer's guide, seller's guide inside the comments. Got a really cool contest going on right now that I'll post the link for. And what it is I'm giving away a couple of Target gift cards, and all you have to do is tag your shopping buddy. And Jesus, I'm going there. You can go to, I'm going to post the link inside here, or you can find it. Maybe you've already seen it. It's a video about fall. Fall's around the corner. The first official day of fall, even though it doesn't feel like it here in Corpus, the first official day of fall is the 23rd. Y'all know that? Next week on the 23rd is the first official day of fall. It's still 90-something degrees, right? Let's see. All right, I'm going to answer Steven's question. Not would love a reasonably priced water lot. There is no reasonably priced water lot, sir. I know what you're thinking. There's not. There's unless it's just not developed and it's a swamp. Everything else, if it's developed and you want sewage and you want electricity, it's going to be pricey. No matter if it's on the bluff, no matter if it's in the island, no matter if it's in Port A, no matter if it's off at Ennis Joslin, it's still going to cost you. I think we have one on at Sandpiper. It's like $150,000. Let's see. What's up, Rob? Jesus says, thoughts on realtors offering stuff after, for example, if the buyer's in need of an exterminator and comes to you, hey, do you know any recommendations? Do I have referral partners? Is that what you're asking? Yes, of course. We have people that we work with to make sure. that they're taken care of. So those are the people we recommend. Letty, what would you recommend for a 21-year-old hoping to buy a home in the next year or so? I've had people that age buy homes before, and to be honest, I was very impressed, because I remember what I was doing at 21. I was working at Best Buy and thought I was super cool because I had a puka shell necklace on. So if he's 21 and he's making good enough money and he's saving and he's saving, and if he goes and he get approved for a home loan, what I would recommend, I'm assuming the 21-year-old maybe is like a relative. I would say go buy a house. Don't repeat this, but go buy a house, live in it for a couple months, make sure you can afford the payment, and then let your friends rent it from you, or let a couple friends pay it for you. That makes sense? So Letty, what I'm saying is let him buy a house, and then maybe it's a little over what he's wanted to pay, but if he's got a couple of roommates, then let those guys or gals, if you want him to have girl roommates, pay the mortgage. And that way he's got a house that's being paid for. He doesn't necessarily have to pay take all the burden on it, but it's getting paid off. And that way, as he gets older and he keeps working and works hard, that house can become like a rental property. And then that way, when he wants to buy like his home, where he wants to live for a little while, maybe like a wife or kids or a boyfriend or however it is, I don't know the situation, they can do that and then buy another house, and that'd be a rental property. Yes, he's going to buy something small, then rent it out later. There you go. You already knew. You already knew the answer, lady. You already knew. Just want to hear me say it. Another question. One more question. Come on. One more question. Give me another question. There's 19 people in here. What do y'all? Oh, then that guy starts calling. He's going to keep calling. Watch. I already know. Chris Montalvo, I hate you. Any more questions before I leave the buyer's guide, seller's guide, phone number, and email inside the comments? That way, if you have questions that you don't want to ask, I get it. Some of this is very personal. Some of y'all have really delicate situations that you don't want to share on the line. You don't want to put that stuff on Facebook. I get it. You can call or text me and say, hey, look, here's what it is. I mentioned yesterday that I've been logging my calls to 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Less than 5 minutes. Most of my calls are less than 5 minutes. So that means in 5 minutes, I can figure out your problem. I can tell you what you need to do next. I can let you know what it's going to take to buy, what's going to take to sell. I can let you know whatever your situation is, what you should do, and who you should talk to. Why is that important? Why is that 5 minute mark important? Because I hear people all the time. I was at someone's house the other day, and these people are tenants of one of my sellers, okay? Think about this. My seller wants to sell his house. He lives out of town. These people live in his house for the last 6 years. And now that we want to sell, they're like, well, are we going to get a chance to buy it? Is this our 30-day notice? I just haven't had time to talk to a lender. I've just been so busy. It's bullshit. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to find out more. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to talk to a lender. It takes 5 minutes to talk to me. It takes another 10 minutes to talk to the lender. And the lender can tell you where you are and where you stand. People just don't want to do it because they have excuses. It's the same like anything else in life. People just want to make an excuse, and they want to live on excuses. You can't live on excuses, okay? You can think about that for a second. That's a good quote. I'm just making this up. You cannot live on excuses. You can't eat excuses. You can't deposit excuses. You can't, love excuses. You can't do anything with excuses except make excuses. If you live on excuses, you're going to die. And not die like die, but you're going to die because you're never going to live. You're never just going to try something. You can't fucking make excuses all the time. I make excuses a lot, but then I end up having to eat it because I got to fix it or I got to do something. You can't live on excuses. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Digest that. Kelly, if you can't afford the house you want, should you buy what you can afford now or wait? Buy what you can afford now. Trust me, there's always going to be more you want. There's always, see, it goes back to need and want, Kelly. Some people don't need a full acre to have their house on. Some people don't need a 2-story house that's 5,000 square feet. People don't need a pool. You don't need any of that stuff. So you got to live within your means. Maybe a little bit over just to get you a little fear in you. Be like, oh crap, I got to work a little harder. Can't be lazy. But no, they're not at all. No one should do that. I've done that before. I did that when I very first bought a house, and it was the worst decision ever because I bought way more than I should have, and no one told me better, and I was upside down. I didn't know what it was like to have money. I was like, well, I guess one day I'll have money, but right now I don't. So yeah, you're better off. And the reason I say you're better off is because the house that you can still afford might be really, really nice. It might be what someone else is dreaming about, but you're like, oh, I want this right here. So if you buy it, and then a year or two from now, you end up selling it, you make money back. It's better than renting for those 2 years. And then you can make your money and go on to the next one. To get to the house that I have now, it took 3 houses to get to the house I have now. Why? Because I bought smart and I used the equity and rolled into the next one. And then I did it again, and did it again, and did it again. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys have a great day. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great morning. Be safe. Hoping for that first cold front. Damn, these emails coming in crazy. I'm so popular. I hope you have a great day. Thank y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do for it. I don't think there's anything to do. We just reached over 37,000 followers on this page, which is awesome. And it doesn't make sense because there's only 16 people watching. We're the other 36,984 people. Ooh, I'm good. If y'all need anything, let me know. comment. Even though this is not, if this is live right now, it's 8:20 on Wednesday. But if you're watching this on the replay, I'll go back and I'll answer your questions. You'll have a great day. Bye, guys.